It's George.
Oh my God, it is George.
Spectreman has gone to the dark side.
Somehow he went into the whole Kamen Rider universe.
Welcome to Go Go Kaiju Show, where we have a healthy obsession with Kaiju. I am your co-host, Kenton. With me is your other co-host.
Jason, how's it going, folks?
It took 3 takes for me to do that, just to let everyone know. I screwed up by saying Daikaiju Network, and then I somehow was getting tongue-tied and all that stuff on the second, and then third time.
At least we don't even have to do live videos anymore.
Thank God. So these shows, the only bad thing about doing these recorded shows is that it's going to take longer for everyone to see them. So we aren't doing ads and we aren't charging you for anything. So I think you'll be okay. So today,
definitely.
we are doing 4 more episodes of Kamen Rider. I almost said Kamen Liar. Oh my gosh, this is not my day. And we're going to do 4 more episodes of Kamen Rider today. And are we ready to get into it?
Yeah, let me get things set up on my end here.
Okay, let me do that too. I was about ready. This is going to take me a bit because I about asked Jason again, like, Jason, first, like, do some housekeeping. And he's doing that differently now. Like, this is going to take me a bit.
Everything's going to be a little bit different here on out because all that housekeeping is going to be part of pre-roll before the video starts. So,
all right. So before we get started here, for those of you who have not joined us on a commentary track before, I will count down from 3. I will go 3, 2, 1, go. When I say go, you hit play, select, or whatever option it is to start the video that you're watching on your end for, in this case, the Kamen Rider episode. So this one, we're doing episode 60 through 63. This one had something about Mysterious Owl. And so I should have looked at it actually before
Mysterious Owl Man's Murderous X. That's all I got on my end here.
As the acronym KIS, keep it simple. The Japanese, a lot of times when it comes to titles, don't know how to do that effectively. All right.
Apparently, a lot of the Japanese people are very fond of acronyms and everything. So,
well, there you go, KIS. Even though we're like 50 years late on this.
Yes.
But all right. So are we ready?
Yes, I am ready on my end.
All right. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. We are back after a hiatus. So let's. Are you feeling refreshed here, Jason? As far as
I hope I am. That's
me too.
Sort of the reason why I moved our podcast over to about an hour later than we usually do, because I was doing a bunch of stuff outside. And then after doing all that stuff, I just need a little bit of a breather in between.
By the way, is there going to be a graphic right now?
Well, with us being pre-recorded, I mean, I don't really necessarily need to do it.
I know, but like when it actually goes up.
We'll see.
I don't want people looking at me doing this for like 2 hours. That's just boring.
Well, that's just, I haven't really thought of that yet, so we'll have to find out.
Although I will say, since Hongo has come back, the show has definitely picked up more.
Yeah. Although there's been at least a couple or so episodes that were a bit meh.
Just a couple, yeah. But Hongo's track record, it says the Bizarre Owl Man's Killer X-Rays.
So
I like that better.
Ash Rays was singled out.
I still want to know what the hell happened to Dr. Death here.
Yeah.
And where this Pharaoh guy came from.
For a second, I thought that was his shadow, but that was another person behind there.
Yeah, initially, for a split second, I thought it was his shadow, but then I realized, no, it's different from his.
Yeah, I was saying to myself, why isn't his shadow not moving there?
I do like this Owlman suit, though.
I want to get a better look here whenever they get a better shot.
For whatever reason, I'm thinking of the Charlie Brown Halloween now. It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown, where that owl at the end of the opening credits goes, "Woo-hoo!"
Yeah. It'd be funny with that guy on the tree limb there. He's like, "Ooh, ooh, ooh," and then the tree limb snaps like, "Oh, fuck!"
Yeah, and he yells "shit" like the GI Joe spoof. Those girls don't really look all that concerned.
He's the new Intercontinental champ.
I swear many of these Shocker generals have the same voice actor. I think too the guy doing like Owlman's voice has done an awful lot of tokusatsu villain voice. It sounds like it anyways, because a lot of them have that evil oh yeah kind of
They may have like a select few.
Can you imagine that though? I mean, that's job security.
Yeah. As far as the Owlman head, seems like the eyes maybe a little too large, maybe a little too shiny. I don't know. I need a better look.
Owl eyes though take up like 30 or so % of their head though.
It seems like these are 50%.
Let's see. What's the research here? Percentage owl's eyes. Take.
Oh, geez. It's like it's got the silver thing, and then the eyeballs are just the actual light bulbs, like blue light bulbs.
Yeah, I would argue the eyes on the suit are real small. It says here, tubular eyes so large that in some small species of owl, they can take up to 50% of the skull area.
Oh, I was actually right. Not even noticing
it. Said some small owl species, up to.
Those are some thick bones on that guy.
He drank a lot of milk.
Maybe a lot of cheese, too.
Yeah, the eyes on this, I would argue, really aren't. Maybe, I don't know, 20%?
I would say 10%.
Operation Big Clock Explosion.
Mine says clock tower detonation.
I like yours better. It sounds more threatening. Mine sounds real cheesy.
Yeah. But yeah, it seems like the owl's eye pupils has some serious issues with those blue eye light bulbs.
Oh, I know. Small clocks will blow up in succession too. This is the great time bomb. But I never want to hear anyone complain that we make fun or joke around with the series after the Owlman said that.
Yeah. Well, according to my subtitles, he said a literal time bomb.
But that's still like a pun that he intended.
He's doing the Pillsbury Doughboy laugh.
So this new like sub boss is named Ambassador Hell. Did you get that on your end?
I didn't quite catch it.
The hell? We're not even live.
If I were to do this on just regular Streamlabs, I wouldn't be able to have that.
Chubster Schuster's like, what is an X-ray?
What are you, dumb?
Yeah. Flower clock. I liked how on my end, the person, when they were, oh crap, I forgot the term. When they were translating that, the word flower, when they typed it up, they put it in the same font color. So the red and yellow, like at the same time.
Oh,
That
geez.
was funny. Like the little ooh. Now slide down.
Nope, he's just staying there.
Got to dock points.
You only dock
So-
points when it's the rider
Right.
kick.
What are the odds we doing here?
I'm gonna say kick 50,000 and then explosion 100,000.
Kick plus 500,000, explosion also plus 500,000.
Oh, so the X-ray is a directive weapon when it comes to these two.
Yeah.
That's some nice air kick moves. Orore.
Oh.
That was quite the late reaction for the X-ray weapon.
So that Gojira photo I showed you the other day, I'm reading like a general overview of it here on Wikipedia. It does very much sound like a Godzilla type of story, except this kid is like befriending the monster, where this monster is a dinosaur and then survives nuclear explosions and all that. I wish now I would have bought that.
Yeah, when you showed pictures of me of those, I thought those were the kinds of books that our mom would get, like those romance types of books, but kind of a weird version of those. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Well, I showed it to you because it was like close to Gojira and it said something about a monster. And I thought, no way, they wouldn't do that because Toho would come after him. And after reading a little bit on the Wikipedia here, I'm like, oh shit, like it is kind of like a Gojira. I wish I would have bought it now. Kids and I are going to be over there for supper tonight. So maybe I'll stop. Hopefully no one bought it, but
Where are you guys going?
we're going to go to Asian Buffet.
Ooh, nice.
Michelle's at a conference, and so kids were like, "Hey, I want to go to Asian Buffet," and I said, "Well, I got your lunch already made, but if you want to do that for supper, we can do that." Yeah, let's do that.
We've recently started going back to that Hunan Asian place here in town because what's the last time I ordered Mongolian beef, but it was just nothing but a lot of veggies and onions and all that, and just less meat. We haven't
Lame.
gone. That was back.
Lame.
That was, I think, back in the late 2000s or something when our parents moved here, and so that's been a very long time until a month or so ago, and so far they've been pretty good.
I don't remember that one. I don't think I've eaten at that since Mom and Dad have been there.
I think you were with us that time.
I don't remember, I guess. Nothing but trouble.
Planning for your demise, old man.
Well, I'm sure that's always like an unspoken acknowledgement.
Yeah. It's like he was about to ready to rip one there with his
That'd be
facial
funny.
expression. I've got a migraine. Why'd you break it, Tachibana? That costed Hongo $10,000. So now you're gonna have to reimburse him.
For a guy who doesn't work, I don't think he has 10 grand. God knows he doesn't, race bikes anymore. Oh, here we go again at this lab.
Yep.
They've been using this an awful lot lately.
It's probably one of those places where you don't need to sign some kind of waiver to use that certain location there.
I miss Golden Bat.
I bet you do.
By the way, there was a Tokusatsu Blu-ray set that was just released by, I think it was Shout Factory, where it had Golden Bat and like a handful of other Tokusatsu movies in it. So if you're looking for Golden Bat and some of those other ones, it was like $70 or $80, I think.
Speaking of which, I could have sworn that I saw something that was being released recently. Not like the Godzilla Kong latest movie.
Let's see. Oh, what was it called? Now I'm having a hard time finding it. I was looking on Amazon. Maybe I have to go back to, I think it was Shout Factory that. Let me go to Shout Factory here. Oh, there it was. Here it is. $70 on Shout Factory site. So you get Prince of Space, Invasion of the Neptune Men, Watari the Ninja Boy, Golden Ninja, Dragon Showdown, and Ninja Scope. Oh, well, there was Golden Bat there. Well, I was wrong. But it's got Golden Bat on the cover. And it's also got that frog from... why am I forgetting shit now? What's that movie? Magic Serpent.
Yeah. It's like it was just escaping me there. Oh, speaking of which, I've got the 4K version of G98 coming.
Oh, nice. I have that. Not the Steelbook cover, because I think that was the latest one, but I got the initial one that came out like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah,
even though I don't have a 4K player.
I had the Blu-ray version, and I was like, yeah, I'll just upgrade to the 4K one.
I have a DVD, Blu-ray, and now 4K version.
I'm not sure if this one's a Steelbook.
Yeah, because they recently released one that is Steelbook version of the 4K. Let me look at the trailer. Because they got Golden Bat on the cover here. See, that looks like Magic's. Oh, that's stock footage. Oh, but there is Golden Bat. What? Oh, Dragon. Oh, so Dragon Showdown is a different name for Magic Serpent, and Golden Ninja is another name for Golden Bat.
Why don't they just use the actual names of those movies?
Who the fuck knows? But
gotta get August Ragone on it.
So Okay, yeah, so it is on here. So it's $70 for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 movies. Like $10 a movie. Well, a little more than $10 a movie.
Mm.
Might be worth looking into.
Here
I
we are.
might
We
even
aren't
do that.
even really focusing much on the episode.
No, we
here.
aren't. So Amazon, I guess, no longer has it. They did at one point. Maybe they sold out. Do one more try. Nope, they don't have it anymore.
Nice air moves, guys.
That one minion just kind of kept throwing his arms off to the side when he could have punched him in the face. Like, what a waste of punches there.
A waste of energy.
Then again, these minions never were that bright. Unlike Kamen Rider's belt. Notice again how, like a lot of these tokusatsu shows, all the action more or less is on the outskirts of a metropolitan area.
And then, like, places where they're under construction and all that.
Yeah.
A lot of dirt movement.
There's the Lansing Toy Show. It's back again for this spring, so gonna go to that tomorrow. There was a couple guys who had some real nice like kaiju stuff there.
Heck is with the water gun.
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be gasoline. Yeah, that wasn't a dummy.
It was an actual person.
It'd have been funny if it was an actual person. Like, don't move, don't move. Oh, that was great. Well, it was like how many episodes ago when they were fighting? Kamen Rider and some villain were fighting on the roof, and then the villain fell off, and you could easily tell it was a dummy that was falling and splattered on
there's quite a bit of scenes from each episode where you can tell it was a dummy.
Rider Crush.
Yeah, here it's Ambassador Hell.
Okay, yeah, that's how it is on my end. That minion should have gone in instead of just watching.
Mm-hmm. Quite the 5-foot air kick.
Wait, I need to kick your butt. I don't think I'd be running on that for me personally.
Yeah,
I would look down and be like, oh shit.
When I was seeing it for the first time, I was like, I would not do that.
As I've gotten older, like it doesn't take much for me to like look down on something like that and be like, ah! And so, I would be like, all right, I'm gonna, oh!
Even when I was doing the Sky Bridge over in Eagle Pass at the Grand Canyon on the western side of Arizona there many years ago, like the whole Sky Bridge, it was off one of the parts of Grand Canyon, and it was made out of like kind of the thick glass. And I was sort of that way too, even having like shoes kind of covered with kind of the little protection
Like
kind of
like
cover. It's like I was sort of that way too.
Yeah, as I've gotten older, it's like I've gotten less like secure about heights. Like if I don't feel safe or secure, it's like, oh,
Just wait till you do the Shibuya Sky.
No, screw that. I'm not doing that. Too much shaky cam.
Trying to make it exciting.
I think the cameraman's just on some unstable ground. Oh, there's some caterpillar tracks.
And some tire tracks, too.
Rider hammer. What the heck?
Uh-oh, rider kick.
There we go. Boring.
Now let's see the explosion.
It's going to come. I'm a rich man.
So no extra stuff from the characters themselves.
I got to dock points too for once again they're ending the episode on the guy being on a motorcycle. This catfish giller suit's looking cool.
Mine's just catfigiller.
Well, catfish killer's electrical hell. That's funny.
Okay. Whoop. Let's see here. There we go. 1 second. All right.
So I like the episode. I think the Owlman suit is pretty good. The plot is interesting. It's a little silly with clock bombs and all that stuff, but it's fine. It's all right. But again, I got a dock points for Rider kick. And a little bit of this whole ending each episode with the person on the cycle. So before the docking of points, I would say it's a B. I'm gonna knock it down to like a C plus.
Yeah, the story for this episode, yeah, it's I would say it's a meh. For me, it kind of feels like something that you would find in a cartoon episode, like a Disney cartoon or something of that matter.
That's an interesting comparison.
Yeah. And then it felt like when it came to the fights with the minions and everything, it seemed like there were quite a bit of air punches and kicks.
Oh yeah,
in it this time around. But yeah, the Owlman suit, it's a pretty decent one, although with the light bulb eyes, it's a bit of
I let that one go myself.
I don't know about that one. Otherwise, yeah, it's sort of the same thing here. I'll give it a C plus too.
All right. So catfish giller's electrical hell. You ready?
Yes.
All right. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. I gotta fix Apollo here.
Yo, Apollo.
Yo, Apollo, your mama said hi. I can't believe I got you on the. I didn't think it was that funny, but there you are.
Oh my god.
You losing it over that. That's what's so funny.
But just imagining him when he says that, and then Apollo's like, "You've been fucking my
Apollo's eyes like.
Oh god.
What'd you say, Rocco? What'd you say about my mama?
Oh my
Oh
god.
man, we're so stupid. That
Oh
was
my
funny that I
god.
got you on that. Oh, that was funny.
I needed that.
I'm glad I could make your day. Now I'm starting to hear it in my head. I'm like, oh, that's why it's funny.
Yeah, a little late to the party.
Like I didn't think it was. I thought it was maybe like a small giggles worthy of hilarity, but I didn't think it was that funny. Oh,
Oh,
look who's back!
finally! Where the hell has he been?
Vacation, Transylvania. Damn it, Apollo! What's your problem? Like Apollo, I want too many beers, you know. That's nothing wrong with his feet.
Oh, so he was in South America, apparently.
Giving him Melrod is an expression for making a strong person stronger. Huh, okay. Souvenir.
My balls!
No, that'd be funny if like the souvenir. Oh, his hair is a lot longer too. Wow, that's kind of a creepy little laugh.
Sounds like something from One Piece.
I do like Ace's hair here. I think it looks good on him.
Yeah.
The long hair.
They're just kind of all over the place.
I like it. I want hair like that. And I'm not being smartass about it. Oh. He's destroying the whole place. Stop him. They already gave him the belt.
100,000 volts. By the way, what's your betting wager?
Plus infinity for both. This one definitely, I think, is getting the Rider kick in the explosion.
I'm gonna say the same. They're not in France.
Yeah, the music choice here is a little odd. I'm surprised there are that many people to see flamingos. I mean, look, I like flamingos and I think they're majestic birds, but I'm just surprised there are this many people here to see them.
The way they run.
They're not in any hurry.
You saw them, kid. Come on.
Yeah, I did.
Don't be that dumb.
That'd be funny. Then he goes, just kidding. Let's go.
It's Ghidorah and Gigan.
Oh man, now I want to watch Godzilla vs. Gigan. That is one of my favorite Showa era Godzilla films. I love that movie so much. I don't understand the people who say it's one of the worst, because I've seen in several places where people are like, it's one of the worst, and I'm going, what the hell are you talking about?
Didn't you watch Godzilla's Revenge?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Even
Godzilla's
people,
Revenge technically isn't bad. It's just made for a younger audience.
they
But
say it's one of the. So they say Godzilla vs. Gigan is one of the worst, but yet they're saying, "Oh, Godzilla's Revenge is one of the great masterpieces."
yeah, the
What?
bullshit about that. Look, here's the thing. I have nothing against Godzilla's Revenge. I was even defending him when people were saying it was real terrible. And I'm like, look, it's a kid's movie. But then everyone is like, here, what, like 5 years ago or something, is going, oh my God, it's incredible. I'm going, look, just let's tamp it down. Okay. Let's quit drinking the Mountain Dew. Let's have some tea. And let's be realistic about this one, too. It's like, I'm glad everyone's starting to enjoy it. But everyone is taking things to the extreme. It's either the worst or it's one of the best,
Yeah.
Nothing's in the middle. But, the whole, like, Godzilla versus Gigan is terrible comments. Like, some people, I've noticed in, like, 2 or 3 areas where oh, shit, did he die? Oh, no, he didn't, sadly.
He's
Is
not
he?
gonna die.
Oh, I hope he was.
Dude, we all know he's gonna be throughout the entire series.
I know, but one can only hope. That blew up before it hit the ground.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Come at me, bro.
What the heck was thrown out there? Was that a helmet?
That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, it was. For some reason, it's like
That has to be fun, though.
yeah.
I like that laugh. I love that so much. You watch Kamen Rider for the Shocker General laughs.
Well, I think since maybe before the halfway point that they started doing that more and more.
Yep. They fry him?
Yep, they put a thing in his ear and then it's like, okay, kill him.
Boy. Boy, oh boy.
Wee! Does he have some kind of rib bone sticking out from his mouth?
Well, yeah, because like with fish, like if you look in their mouths, you see like kind of the rib cage like looking structure.
But it just sort of seems a bit weird. See?
Yeah, the way they make it for the suit is odd, but you got to give them props for trying.
No, absolutely
Did you
not.
notice one of Kamen Rider's common moves is he punches him in the abdomen and then punches him across the face a lot? Like it's always boom, boom. You see that a lot.
Or like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's like boom, boom, or boom, 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 something like that. He said that twice already.
Say it again.
I'm gonna have to start docking points here. This is boring. Come on, do shit.
This ain't wrestling.
Enough fighting. They weren't fighting.
You were lucky this time for my wrestling stance.
That was just really odd how like the final like 2 minutes or so there played out.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
How would you like to have that full blast?
You want to try?
No.
It's on Max. Now laugh. See, now I won't now.
He knew that you were going to do it.
Yeah, I know. He won't. I got it on Max now. He won't laugh. Son of a bitch. I'm doing this for all you guys, and they're not doing it. Well, maybe I'll wait until the ending battle.
Yeah. Or once we see him again.
Wait a minute. How did we get to an island? This reminds me of
Boy, it goes from Japan all the way to Hawaii.
Oh yeah, the boys like it.
In some kind of
luau. The dude that got fried with the guy that got fried with the X-rays last episode was right there.
What?
The tennis teacher, yes, and he was dressed in the same outfit. He was there. Plot hole. Come on. I wish we could just stop and rewind. The red suited guy there. Next to Taki.
I need to see the face.
It's the same guy. Oh dear.
That has to be some neck strength, like max neck strength. It's like he's roasting his ass. Roasting my own ass.
We forgot your bottoms were flammable.
Yeah. It's like he farted smokes.
Oh, that was so ridiculously funny. Like he just has explosions going off as he's walking. Boom, boom.
like he's farting sparks.
Oh my gosh, that is funny. It makes no sense whatsoever.
That's the whole point of tokusatsu shows.
What in the world? Like, don't go behind them. That's where it's dangerous. What the hell? I don't understand this. Oh, was it you touch him? Well, that's not what they make it look like. See, look.
But yet they touch him.
What the hell?
When it comes to these two, they're perfectly fine.
Oh,
such a plot twist.
Like, he was dropping something or something behind him, And then it was like, okay, and then you touch him, then that's when the sparks come. But then they touch him. What?
A huge plow hole. Because you saw with the girls there that when they touched him, he farts sparks and everything. But yeah, when
I don't
Hongo
know.
and Taki touch him, they're perfectly fine. Such a huge plow hole.
That's
Major
a problem right
plow
there.
hole.
That's a problem.
It's just like the last episode when it came to Owlman shooting the X-ray. It's just a very late response there, or he just shoots it off, not even directing it at them.
Well, and then like I said too, the tennis teacher that started off the last episode and got killed by Owlman, he was at that little party or whatever wearing the same outfit. There's been a lot of crucifixion imagery throughout this series.
Be
I
funny.
hope
It's like,
so.
this is a beautiful day. Oh wait, I was supposed to get talking.
Yeah, shit, I was supposed to rescue him. I hope he's not dead. Whatever.
I just need a few more minutes.
See, this one makes more sense than what they did with Goro.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're supposed to turn it up.
Oh shit. Alright. That was weak sauce. I'll do it for one more laugh. That'd be funny if he couldn't stop.
Yeah.
How'd they end up in the ocean?
I don't know.
Then I turn it down. Now he's laughing like every 2 seconds. I don't see how that works without him either touching it or being connected to something.
It's just that antenna there.
Yeah, but to receive electricity, that makes no sense.
Probably from just like the Tesla coil thing. I mean, electricity, not light.
Yeah, like you're out in the light. He should be fine. Like, I mean, yeah, he may not be able to shock him, but my understanding was that he was able to generate that on his own.
That was my assumption too.
This whole antenna thing came out of nowhere because nowhere earlier in the episode did they say that, you know, he needed to use something like this to get his
Mm-hmm.
ability.
Well, I know that they showed that thing earlier. It's
Yeah.
probably something while we were talking that they were talking about it, and we just sort of missed it.
It's still stupid.
You mean electricity, not
Yeah,
light?
you're standing in the shade. That's your problem now.
Although I'm assuming that could be a typo in the subtitles.
Can you see the film crew in the reflection?
Oh,
Yep, that's still a kick.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. What is going on here?
Everyone's so happy-go-lucky, it makes me sick.
Ah! Even though it looked like it was going to be a different ending this time, but they just had to insist the same ending. What the heck? Like a porcupine?
Hedgehorse? Like a hedgehog, more or less. Operation Killer Skull.
Hedgehosaurus. Okay. I want to get myself ready here for the next one. There we go. Okay. Your thoughts?
On some level, I think this episode is a tad better than the previous one, mainly because I like Catfish Giller. The suit and the look of the head and his abilities are really cool. However, issues with the fact that he somehow has to get the electrical power transferred over to him is really stupid and ridiculous. And there was those major plot issues with Goro in that apartment room or whatever it was. That was ridiculous. And then it doesn't help either that the tennis teacher from the last episode that got killed to start that episode was back in the same outfit here. And then, of course, I got to dock points too, just for the kick and all that. I think before the docking of points, you know, for the kick and whatnot, this is probably at a B minus, but the docking of points, I'm putting it at a C.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I pretty much would go along with you that the plot hole issues with this when it came to Goro having the electricity powers there when everyone around him touched him, he shocked them, but when Hongo and Taki touch him, they don't do squat. So yeah, that was a major issue. Although I couldn't see the face of that one guy that was in the previous episode, but I'll take your word for it.
He was there
because I didn't get a good shot at his face there. But yeah, the as far as the cat Figler as
Cat Figler
as they go by for this one, the design of it is pretty decent in a way, not the greatest one out of many others that we've seen so far. Yeah, and then I don't know with the whole light thing, that could be some sort of a mistranslation in the subtitles. May never know. Yeah, to me it's a meh episode, so I probably would give this one. I'll give it a C.
Hongo's episodes are starting to slip a little bit here.
A
I
little
don't
bit.
know. I don't know. All right, so we got Hedge Horus, like Hedge Horus, Killer Skull Operation or whatever. So here we go. You ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
You know, there's one thing that I haven't heard much of so far today.
Kamen Liar.
Yeah.
I was thinking of that when we started. I'm like, why isn't Jason yelled Kamen Liar yet?
I was sort of kind of waiting for you.
Let's do it together.
Liar, jump.
Liar, kick. Kamen Liar, Kamen Liar, Liar, Liar. Jump. Liar, kick. Kamen Liar, Kamen Liar, Liar, Liar. Oh man, we're idiots.
That's what makes it so great. Oh man, now I'm kind of getting tired.
I was real tired after we got back from Lincoln's soccer game. I just was like, after we had lunch, I sat down in my chair in the family room for a while and like was napping.
Yeah. Probably a good thing that we did the podcast an hour later.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have made it.
These guys and their sounds.
Yeah. Hedgehogs are ridiculously adorable, though. Eat it? He doesn't need to eat it. Just stab him and that'll kill him. My gosh, it's big enough.
Mine just said, feel my poison needle.
It said poison spine on my end. Again, whose idea was it to have these weird ass giggles?
Probably the sound guy. It's like, oh, let's make these noises.
I think I asked you this before, but I don't remember the answer. Do you have Super Robot Red Baron?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had that for many years.
We should do that one.
Yeah.
I think it's 39 episodes.
I don't know. After so many episodes of doing Spectreman and Kamen Rider, I'm sort of not.
Then we need to find some movies. Oh, excuse me.
I don't really want to do commentary. I'm sorry.
How many episodes? 39. I was right.
I don't want to keep doing commentary like on TV shows because it's just like after doing all these, it just lingers on and stuff, and it's just sort of the same old stuff. To tell you the truth.
Remy dry food.
Thank you. I mean, like we had talked about before, like, yeah, the whole commentary thing, it makes the episodes longer than we typically did. But I kind of found them more fun because you and I are like watching them at the same time. And like when something funny happens, we get to enjoy it together.
Well, the one thing with me is that after a while, it's just kind of a little bit boring for me. And
well,
yeah, especially with Spectreman, not Spectreman, Kamen Rider, it's just sort of the same thing over and over again.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's how a lot of TV shows are, sadly. So you're basically saying, though, you want like to do movies for a while.
I'm talking about as far as commentary. I'm kind of getting bored with commentaries.
Well, no, I'm not talking about commentaries. I'm talking about covering something.
Yeah, maybe like at least a few movies.
Yeah, that's something we need to talk about because there aren't, unless you buy that classic Tokusatsu collection. We'll have to discuss like other avenues.
Well, when it comes to that Tokusatsu thing, I know we've already done Golden Bat, Magic Serpent.
Yeah. I have those other movies on DVD. Well, except for Ninja Scope. I don't have Ninja Scope, but I got those other ones.
The heck is a Ninja Scope?
It's one of those fantasy films that's in that collection.
Oh. And then what was the other one?
Invasion of Neptune Men.
Because I think we already did Neptune Men, didn't we?
No, I don't believe we did.
That was the Sony Chiba one?
I think so.
Yeah, I think we have. Because I know we've done at least a couple of Sony Chiba ones along with Golden Bat.
Let's see here. I have to rename the folder from DKN to Go Kaiju Show. All right, so apparently we haven't done Super Inframan as far as like a discussion.
I know we did like a commentary thing.
Yeah, we did that. So no, we didn't because there's Invasion of the Neptune Men and Prince of Space here.
I could have sworn that we did another Sony Chiba one outside of Golden Bat.
Yeah, it wasn't Prince of Space or Invasion of Neptune Men. The X movies, the Gilala movies, Human Vapor, Half Human, Green Slime, Young Goo and the Dinosaur Zuzu, which is what? Attack of the Super Monsters, I think is called. Yeah, the Howl from Beyond the Fog, that's a half-hour thing. Secret of Telegian, and then there's a lot of like there's some cheap ones here, like the Asylum ones. There's a lot of American ones like Giant Behemoth, 20 Million Miles to Earth, Meg, Deadly Mantis, Tarantula, the Japanese version of King Kong versus Godzilla.
Well, we can just talk about that at a later time because
But yeah, I mean, there are some Japanese ones. The only problem is like for you trying to find like Half Human, Human Vapor, Secret of the Telegian, that's gonna be difficult. There was even Konga on here. I don't know if I want to cover that one. I've just seen part of that at G-Fest a couple years ago. But then again, if we cover a lot of Asylum ones,
I thought we covered Konga at one point many years ago.
No, we didn't. No.
I could have sworn.
Well, we covered the regular Conga, but I'm talking about
Yeah.
Conga TNT.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't hear the TNT part. Because I was saying I know we covered that before.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm up for more movies. I'm getting a little tired of the TV shows myself. I mean, on some level, I have fun with this, but like you said, it gets boring because a lot of times it's the same thing.
To me, it's like with the commentaries, I feel like it's just better doing it just for the movies.
Well, yeah.
It's just not really great with TV shows because it's just sort of the same thing over and over again. Just maybe a different villain for each episode.
Yeah.
And especially with some of these older tokusatsu ones with longer episodes, like it's just sort of a pain.
Well,
Pain in
and
the
I would
ass.
argue this though too. I would argue part of the problem is not just doing commentary on TV shows. It would just, even if we weren't doing this and we were back to doing our regular discussions like we had been, just taking the time, like a couple days before doing this podcast, just sitting down and having us individually watch them. Because I remember when we were covering Ultra 7, like what was it, a year and a half or so ago? I was getting bored just watching that by myself.
But at least with us not doing every week episode or doing it
Yeah.
live.
But
I was
even then,
thinking
though,
I was thinking like at least maybe do like depending upon how many episodes per series, like either half or maybe a 3-parter or something, or possibly a 4-parter, and just maybe sort of do kind of an overall per section of the sort, and maybe just kind of discuss like certain things that were pretty significant in those certain sections of the show or what have you.
right, but it takes a while to do that. The thing is, like, okay, because this is like 98 friggin' episodes long.
Yeah.
First of all, that's way too damn long. Second of all, like you and I are both agreeing that all these shows, like even Ultraman, as much as I love that, a lot of it in many respects is the same throughout the 39 episodes. But it's not as bad because there aren't as many episodes of that. Something like this. Holy shit. Like, let's say you and I make it a 6-parter or something like that. However many episodes that would be over 6 parts. That's a lot for us to cover each month because we would be covering something like anywhere. We would probably be covering like between 10 and 12 episodes a month, something like that, roughly. That's a lot still to cover in a month.
The one thing I was thinking about was like not go through like episode per episode and rating them all.
Yeah.
I was just kind of more or less just kind of a general overview per section.
Well, yeah, I mean, we kind of did that with part 2 of Ultra 7. Because that ended up being a 3-parter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, how about this? Let's put the kibosh on TV shows for a bit in general. Because like I was saying earlier, even if we didn't do the commentary and we were doing discussions, the fact that we would still on our own time have to watch X amount of episodes, like that's still a lot. And one of the reasons why I've liked doing the commentary is that it frees us up a little bit during the week. So then that way you and I aren't having to take time out of our days to watch them. Because covering 4+ episodes of something like this, on average, is longer than a movie for us to discuss. And so that's why. But I mean, yeah. I think you and I are just fatigued from TV shows. I mean, that's what I'm hearing from both of us is that we're just tired of TV shows right now because more or less all the same. Like we know by and large what we're getting with the Spectreman. We know by and large what we're getting with the Kamen. Because this whole running joke we've done for a while now of like, well, what are the chances you think it's going to be a super kick and explosion, like that sort of thing? Like,
Or
we know what's coming a vast majority of the time.
Or at least, how about this? I know we can maybe discuss it later down the road when we're taking a break from TV shows. I was thinking, like, for some of these, maybe watch the first episode and kind of get, the grounding of some of the characters and all that, and then maybe watch the middle part, and then watch the end. Maybe sort of get kind of a general idea of the
I don't
show.
want to do it. I don't. Well, and then are you saying like
I
discuss
should,
whether or not we want to do it?
well, just watch those three and kind of do like a general review.
I don't think that's good because like for something
I'll maybe try to do an experiment
because
on a
basically
TV
what I'm
show.
hearing is that you're saying watch 3 episodes of a series. Is that what you're saying?
I can maybe try it.
I don't think that gives you a good idea. I mean, sure, like again, like we said, all the TV series, like we know the formula of a Kamen Rider, but you're missing out on a lot. I mean, I think it's one thing to break it up into chunks and then come back and have a discussion like every month or every couple months or whatever. But to just do 3 episodes and then say we have quote unquote watched it, nah. But see here, like something like, oh, where is it? It should be here. Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. Neo Ultra Q. I think that's a 12 episode series. We could do that in like 2 months easily.
But
we've missed out on.
But like I know with the newer Ultraman shows and other tokusatsu where they do at least 12 or 24, that's at least doable.
Yeah, that's doable.
Watch through and then do a general overview. But yeah, with older ones, yeah, it's sort of a challenge.
Yeah, like I think, oh dear Lord. They should die. Technically, the way they landed, they should die.
Yeah.
But basically what I'm hearing from both of us, we're just saying things a little bit differently, is that we're just tired of TV shows. And I just think what we need to do is take a break from them for a while. And then unless we find like a real short series, like a Neo Ultra Q or something like that. But otherwise do movies for a while. I mean, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Part of me would even like to just revisit the Godzilla saga just because.
I think we've done that.
I know.
Already.
I know. I'm just. I just threw that out for shits and giggles, but.
And I know that we're sort of like we try to do things by order, as far as not just movies, but son of a bitch, stupid thumbs up thing. But also tokusatsu shows and stuff too. It would be sort of nice, maybe just sort of mix it up in a way.
Well, yeah, I'm all for that. I'm not against it.
So how about this? So after Kamen Rider, we'll take a break. Do how many movies of discussion, and then maybe think of when we're ready, try to come up with whatever show that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for that.
So there we go.
Yeah, I mean, never once. I don't believe I ever said like we need to do it in order. We did Spectreman because I had the series for a while, and I remember you had said it was real good. So I'm like, oh, hey, let's do it. And then we decided Kamen Rider too, because Kamen Rider, we had seen a couple episodes on occasion on previous G-Fest, and we had always heard a lot of people liked it, so we decided to cover it. And then we're like, oh shit, there's 98 episodes of this. And like 62 episodes or however many of
62 or
Spectreman.
63, yeah.
And you kept saying with Spectreman, I don't remember it being this bad. That was the funny part. You would say that bit. I don't remember it being this bad.
Well,
that
and
was
then
funny.
too, I've seen, it's like I saw it long ago, like close to 10 years ago.
Your younger self
then,
liked it, but your older self is like, no.
Yeah. Well, it's just like some of those cartoon shows when we saw, like when we were kids, like, oh, it's so cool. But then after 30 or so years later, when we see them for the very first time in a long time, it's like, yeah, I don't remember it being like this.
Well, what cartoon shows?
I don't know. There probably at least a couple or so.
Speak for yourself on that one.
I remember you saying it for one of the cartoons.
I don't remember which
one
it was.
So don't lie to me.
Well, like I said, if you can remind me what show it was, I probably would be able to verify it or not. By the way, plus infinity for both on this episode.
Well, I think we already talked about that.
Oh, did we? I just wanted to make sure, because basically we spent the whole episode trying to figure out the future of this podcast.
I don't know, but yeah, I'll go with infinity on this one too.
We're so not that much interested in Kamen Rider that we're talking about the future of our show. We know what's going to happen, so let's talk about our future. Jason, what would you like to do moving forward?
Well,
here?
we were just talking about our future. We were just saying how pretty much almost the same every episode was. So it's like we pretty much knew what the outcome was going to be.
Well, and what was so funny was that when we started, like I asked you, I'm like, are you ready for this? Because we had a break and we're like 2 episodes in and we're like,
2 weeks wasn't enough still. Well, hey, at least that box exploded. So you can say half. For me, I would say I'd rather prefer watching the Masters golf tournament than watching
fuck that shit. Oh no, fuck that shit. Oh no. Oh, wait a minute here. Are we gonna?
Yep.
Yep. Oh, wait. Oh, he blocked it first.
Oh, he did.
Oh.
Uh-oh. I think you're going to lose a lot of your money.
We'll see if I come out even, though, if he explodes. Now I'm curious. Am I going to go broke or?
This might be the first, Kent. Oh!
Yeah, that counts. That counts. See?
First, I thought that could have been the very first time ever that you might lose half.
Oh, no, it wouldn't be the first time. It happened one other time at least. But I came out even because, like, he didn't do the rider kick, but the guy still ended up exploding. But that Augusta crap, no, fuck that. The local sports radio guy who's like a couple years younger than our dad, he talks about golf all the time. And I'm like, son of a bitch, like, quit talking about it. That's an old man sport. And this guy doesn't know shit from a hole in the ground about certain things when it comes to like college football. And this is his job. And I'm like, bitch, even I know it. And he keeps talking about golf. And no, I'm so sick of golf. You take that shit back.
No.
So now that we didn't watch the episode.
Well, it's like the last couple of years I've been actually watching.
Rhino Gangster. Oh, Rhino Gangster. That's a cool name.
Well, your thoughts for whatever it was.
I mean, look, I was paying, I was seeing visuals throughout
Yeah.
most of the episode. The dialogue I wasn't always following that close, but I will say this: I enjoyed it, at least from what I did catch. Um,
Hmm.
the Hedge Horus costume is really cool. I like it. I mean, again, the costuming has been really good recently, so
Hmm.
I have no complaints there, and nothing but props. Um, damn it, Apollo. And then, um, but again, I got to dock points for the kick and the for the kick really. Um, so
And then the ending.
yeah, so I would say it probably was like a B plus, but then I'm knocking it down to a C plus.
I I would at least say from what I've seen, even though like you, I wasn't quite following the story since we were just talking quite a bit and not really hearing much of the story. But at least for what I saw in the visuals, first of all, the hedgehog guy, I think by far it's probably the best looking design. Although maybe that Rhino Gain one, we'll have to see. Um, yeah, it was a pretty sort of a crazy episode, but I would say by far is probably the best episode that we've seen out of the three so far. So I would give episode 62 at least a B.
Okay, so this one's titled "Monster Rhino Gangsters Auto Race of Death." I'm gonna get this set up here. This sounds fun. If it's stupid fun, this is gonna get a high ranking.
Yeah.
So, are we ready?
I am ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hard to believe we're on the final episode today.
Yeah. For a second, I'm like, oh shit, where's the sound? I forgot for a second I had muted the TV. I'm like, oh no.
Oh, wait, I'm dumb.
Hey, yo, Paulo, you need the remote? Well, I think it turned the volume down, you know? Why don't you shut up, Rocco? Go pound another side of beef. Go, go. Hey, that's part of our show name.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where you got the first part?
Well, I've heard it
Kamen
from
Rider
other.
here?
I've heard it from other various tokusatsu
Power
shows.
Rangers?
That too,
Go, go,
yeah,
Power Rangers?
yeah.
Because I was talking to my wife yesterday. She had called, and so I was telling her we were branding again. And I said, hopefully this is the last time. And so she's like, well, what's the name? So I told her it was Go Go Kaiju Show. She's like, well, what made you say that? And I said, well, the Go Go part is for the tokusatsu, is simply because a lot of tokusatsu say go or go go. So
Yeah.
that's where that came from. And I'm like, Kaiju, well, that covers the monsters.
Yeah.
So I said, you know, we think people will get it.
Yeah.
So we might actually get some racing for the first time in a long while in this series.
Well, when Hongo came back, he was doing some racing stuff.
Yeah, but then they quickly abandoned that. They're like, screw this. But see, this series started off with racing, and on some, even though I'm not a real racing fan necessarily, I kind of thought it provided like a unique, what's the term? Like a unique
Perspective.
gimmick for the show. And then they abandoned it. Like by episode 2 or 3, they abandoned it. But the first episode, they did a good job of really like looking at it and covering it.
I would say maybe at around the 10th episode is probably where they sort of started to abandon it.
Yosh.
Yosh.
Yosh. By the way, of course, you probably noticed my shirt. That's my Godzilla Metal Dash shirt.
Yeah,
And then
that's the one where I told you that it had the same designs like that baby blue T-shirt that I have.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
these
I
are
saw.
huge this time.
Yeah, I
The
saw
other ones
those
were like
on the.
half size.
I saw those on the Facebook ad earlier.
I told Lincoln, I said, you could kill a man. And I demonstrated, I'm like, watch this. I should like wear these medals when we go to G-Fest. Be like, God mode right here. Greatness on a different level mode.
You should do that and even say it word for word that way.
Yeah. God mode. Greatness on a different level mode. I'd be, acknowledge me.
Notice me,
I am the
senpai.
champion. And other people be like, I got those medals too. I'm like, I don't see you wearing them. You're full of shit and macaroni. Rhino gangster dude. Like, this is looking pretty cool. So how did they make him? Because he must have came from a different country. They made him in a different country, I bet.
See, now you get Dr. Death, but now you don't see Ambassador Hell.
They're taking turns having vacations.
Okay, this time you go to Hawaii.
Yeah. No, not
Take a breather.
Hawaii. Beautiful there. It's not ugly enough.
Hey, you may never know because all the settings that where they hold their headquarters is in a nice place.
Yeah. Wonder why. Oh, boss, I don't want to go to that shithole. Fine, go to Hawaii. Yay! Such fucking babies.
Are you talking about Pansy?
I'm talking about the shocker generals that complain they have to go to some place that's not like beautiful.
Yeah. Why so serious?
Oh! Is that what's his name from Spectreman? George.
Not that guy.
No, not this guy, but the guy he just knocked out.
I'm gonna have to see.
I'm dead serious. I think that was the guy playing George.
I'm gonna need a better look.
I am positive it's him. Well, hello. Well, hello, beautiful. You must be Harvey Squeeze. And you are beautiful. Look at him. Oh, you should dock points, Jason.
Oh yeah. I almost forgot. Thanks for reminding me.
Look, come on, show his face. It's George. I
Oh
swear
my
it's
god, it is George.
Spectreman has gone to the dark side.
Somehow he went into the whole Kamen Rider universe. Wow, what a coincidence. Since we finished off Spectreman, now we know.
How could you, George? Yosh.
He's giving him the stink eye.
I was just gonna say something like Hongo didn't like that.
or like he's starting to like that guy.
as the cat in the Puss in Boots movies go. Ooh. Rhino Gangster. I love that name.
Mine is just Rhino Gain.
The suit's pretty cool too. Like it's definitely Rhino-like, but it is, different enough that.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to admit this, but I even wonder if it's just because, once again, the show is basically the same thing. I'm getting a little cold on Hongo.
Wager. What's your wager?
Plus infinity for both.
I guess I'll do the same yet again. Yeah, turn into Kamen Rider. That's all you need to do. Yeah.
Brother, help me.
Where's the dummy? I want to see the dummy.
He'll jump up.
Well, he didn't.
Oh. How convenient. There was a tree there for him to grab.
Shock.
Shit.
Yeah, that's how Rhino laughs.
They should have done like the type of laugh. Like of like Mushroom Men.
No, from oh shoot, that one one of the kaiju or whatever from Ultraman.
Yes, come here.
By the way, it's not the 1930s.
Well, according to them, it is. You listen to their music?
Well, yeah, I am listening to it, but I'm just saying it's not the 1930s. It's the 1970s.
I thought they said they had some kind of crap and wait. I thought that's what it said. Oh, my mind.
They set up some crap.
They set up some kind of crap.
Yeah, that is Joji. 100% Joji.
It is, yeah. That is so funny. Because, here's the thing. Like, if you and I went through this series and then did Spectreman, I don't think we would have picked him out.
Yeah.
Because he would have been a one-shot. We would have totally forgot about him.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't have thought anything of it. But since we did Spectreman before this, we're like, oh, he went evil.
Well, you were the one that picked him out of it.
Yeah, but don't you think, though, that you would have picked it out?
Well, probably later on after the halfway part there. Let's see here. Now they're doing a full-on race. And I don't even think the earlier episodes in this series even did that. Well, maybe
I
maybe
thought maybe
once.
the first episode did.
Maybe at least once or twice.
I'm
But this is the
positive
first
there
time
was
in
at
quite some
least
time.
one race. This
Wait.
shaky cam sucks.
But yeah, at least we're finally getting some racing action here, like we should have gotten in quite some time.
Because the show, by and large, hasn't really lived up to the Kamen Rider name.
Yeah.
It should just be called Kamen. And then the common artist be like, the hell, dude?
Screw it, man.
Oh, dear. He's trying to kill you, don't you know? Why are you following him then? He just pulls out a knife and
And now he's talking with his mind, just like Spectreman.
Yep. I bet the guy playing Joji came on the set and said, I got an idea for you.
Yeah. Just talk with your mind. You don't even need to talk that much. Come in, liar, liar, liar.
Duh. That was pretty weak sauce.
I like how he just stands on there and punches them and is still kind of standing up before he jumps off. He just does a light chop at one of them. He's just saying that so he can try to be first.
Yeah, probably.
That wasn't 30 minutes ago. Give me a break. That was like maybe 30 seconds.
I think it did say 30 seconds on my end.
Mine said 30 minutes on the subtitles.
Someone screwed up somewhere.
Well, there was a guy that dropped something in the gasoline tank.
I want to watch Godzilla vs. Megalon.
That just sort of came out of nowhere.
It's like the racing and some of the music was reminding me of the movie. I'm like, I would kind of rather watch that right now.
I'm sure you do.
Well, you wouldn't?
Speaking of which, it seemed like every time I turned to the Godzilla channel on Pluto TV, that movie's always on.
Really?
No joke.
There was twice back in like January, twice in a row where I turned, and both times it was Son of Godzilla.
But yeah, it was like every time I try to turn to that channel on Pluto TV, it was always Godzilla vs. Megalon.
Do they do the Millennium films as well?
From the sounds of it, they seem to gradually take some of those movies off.
Really?
And then started playing some Gamera movies on there. And
That's
I was
all
like,
right.
okay, that's not quite Godzilla, but okay.
The thing that I dislike the most, and this shouldn't come as a shocker to anyone that's been listening to this podcast long
No
enough,
pun
out of the
intended.
3 people that do, is take a guess that the thing that I don't care much when it comes to like the types of Godzilla movies that they show on Pluto TV.
Godzilla's Revenge.
No. It's something about all the movies that I don't care for.
I don't get it.
Subtitles.
Oh.
Because I get eye strain and then sometimes headaches after a while when it comes to subtitles.
Well, since I've watched a lot of the movies with, like, not just Godzilla, but anime and stuff and subtitles over the years, I've been kind of used to it.
Yeah. Well, see, like, I think sort of other than Gojira, when that first came out on DVD in 2004, like the show that I was following most consistently, at least for a while, that was all subtitled, was Super Robot Red Baron. This was back in like when did I start that? I think I started early 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was getting major headaches after a bit because I was not used to it. Like right now I'm a little bit better than I was because again I've been exposed to like Ultra Q, Ultraman, and all that stuff. So yeah.
Oh, he didn't do the kick. He did the driller shoot.
I came out even.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You could still win. Only in a kid's show would you find something like that. We just spent 2 hours kicking some guy's butt. We can still win this thing, bro.
And then see them like cross the finish line. It's like, oh yeah, we win. But then you see the the razors and stuff with all the guys with the medals and trophies and stuff. It's like, what are you talking about? You're like 30 minutes late.
You know what would be better? Because in a lot of kids shows, most of the time, like, the good guys win. Yeah, well, you know what would be better is if they lose more, because then it shows kids how to lose gracefully, how to handle defeat. But instead, this continues to feed that narrative of like, your heroes are always perfect. They're always going to win and be best at everything. Such fucking horse shit. I mean, I hate that shit anymore because I've seen not only is it just old hat that I've seen so many times, but as a dad, I'm realizing, you know what? I would have liked it more as a kid, and then now as a parent, to where these shows would actually have like the heroes lose more and things like this motorcycle race, because then the heroes can be perfect examples to the kids on how to lose
Oh, hey.
gracefully.
Speaking of which, Ambassador Hill comes back.
Hey, a cicada is going to be the villain next time.
Kind of looks like one of those Ultra Q monsters.
I love that series.
Cicada Son of Slaughter.
I love it.
Okay, so final episode. Your thoughts?
You know what? I like it because it brings the racing element back into the series. Rhino Gangster is a cool name. The suit, once again, terrific. The motorcycle race is terrific. Joji, though, went evil. Spectreman,
Shocker!
why?
Shocker!
But no, like, it's on some level it maybe wasn't quite as exciting as a couple episodes we saw in this batch, but on some level too it was so unique and kind of returned to some of the roots of what this series started out with, enough to the point to where it made me happy and a little bit more excited about that. So I like it quite a bit. I would say this is the best out of the bunch that we covered today. So I'm giving it an A minus.
Yeah, so are you still gonna sort of dock points off of it? Even though that
You know
he
what?
exploded?
I'm letting it fly just because I liked it
Oh.
enough. But there was no kick. I usually dock
Yeah.
more for the kick than I do anything else. So that wasn't there. The explosions I don't care about. I just find that funny. I just make fun of it. And then the whole thing at the end, it's like, I'll let it slide this time just because I thought most of the episode made me wonderfully nostalgic for how this series started out. So I'm willing to let it slide this time.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious. Yeah, I thought the previous episode was probably going to be the best, but this one I'd say outdid it as being the best episode of the 4 episodes this time around. So save the best for last, as they always say. So
Not always, though.
yeah, yeah. As far as the Rhino Gang, dude, yeah, he's pretty good in this one. Yeah, I'd probably say he's the best batch of Shocker cyborgs in this in these 4 batches of episodes. Yeah, and then finally getting back to the whole motorcycle racing for like the first time in God knows how many episodes since the last time we've seen something like this. So yeah, it gets back into the roots of the whole series the way it should have been.
But then we would have complained about the racing after a while.
But then again, yeah, as we were talking earlier, like throughout this entire episode, where it's just sort of the same thing over and over, but with a different villain per episode. So yeah.
You're damned if you do and damned if you don't. The problem with this series, and we said it when we were covering the previous episode on this show, was that the series is just too damn long. I think that's its Achilles heel. If this series were shorter, I think we would come out with a little bit better opinion on it.
Right. But yeah, it was. And then lastly, it was surprising to see Joji in here. I thought he only appeared in Spectreman the way I saw from his bio and everything. I don't know why I didn't see Kamen Rider listed on there.
This
but
is such a bit part. I mean,
yeah. But well, in some of these they show at least some credit or appearance. But yeah, other than that, I'll give this episode 63 an A.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, With that said, thank you so much for listening or watching us. And we will be back again in a couple weeks with more
Or whenever.
Kamen Rider.
All right. We'll catch you guys next time.